Hello, folks. I hope it's going well with you all. I'm sitting in my week without meat for the next 10 weeks. And I did have this vision that you could eat fish and eggs. And one of the reasons why I'm saying that is because it's biblical to eat fish and eggs. That's just one of those things. And of course, in everything in moderation is always a good thing. But I want to share some of the thoughts, because what happens in this process is I looked at some of the photos of myself in the last 2 years. And I asked myself the question, how many times do you ask the question, how long are you going to live with the lifestyle that you're living right now? Knowing the consequences. If you don't know the consequences of anything, you're not aware of the consequences of too much dairy, too much meat, too much alcohol, too much, or a combination of all the wrong kind of things that are affecting your mucus, the membranes, affecting your weight, affecting your concentration levels, that kind of, yes, then you would be out of touch. And I realized I was at a family gathering this weekend, and during the family gathering, I had stuff that I have cut out of my diet for weeks. When I got home, now I'm in Gauteng at the moment, in Pretoria. When I got home to my parents' place, because I'm looking at my dad at the moment, he's not well, my stomach basically my body rejected most of the food that I ate. And then I realized that whenever I bring myself back onto these foods, how good or bad they are, including alcohol, I must expect a serious reaction to that. And the reaction to that is not just because your body is used to not having that, but it's actually what your body would have normally done, but you didn't take notice because you were experiencing lots of mucus or lots of sinus or lack of concentration or continuous irritability. And folks, I don't mention a lot about thin or fat. My problem was I'm being grossly overweight, and I know that cutting out meat is going to bring down my weight drastically. So watch me from this week on. And not just that. So, well, meat is good for you. Okay, which part? The hormones that they get fed with? Oh, no, but I eat grain fed. Okay, that's great. If you have access to that, fantastic. But too much protein kills people. Now, you go onto Netflix and you don't believe what I'm saying, believe what Tim Noakes is saying, because Tim Noakes, he's been working with athletes for years, and athletes have a different diet to non-athletes. We used to eat baked potatoes before marathons, but you can't eat baked potatoes if you're not a marathon runner. It's just not good for you then, because you're not consuming that, and all vegetables that grow under the ground are too high in starch. So they won't tell you that part. I stood up in a meeting once that we're talking about this diet that you eat so much meat, so much. And I said, guys, are you talking about high protein diet or high meat diet? And I said, what about all the hormones that you're eating? Are you just going to Woolworths and eating the very fancy stuff, costing you a fortune? You're not talking about mushrooms and brinjals and all the natural sources of protein, which in any way is higher in protein, even lentils and beans, different kinds. I'm not talking about baked beans. When you talk to people about beans, the only thing baked beans, the stuff that makes you fart. That's as much as what our understanding is about what beans are and how good or bad beans are. Beans are high protein. They make your stomach work on a regular basis. How many of you are suffering with constipation? No, I don't have any constipation. How often do you go to the toilet in a week? Like 7 days a week? maybe 2 or 3 times. Really, you should be going like one large meal in, one large meal out. Otherwise, the meal gets pushed out this way because you're not getting it out down that way. You're getting stuffed. I thought when I was having alcohol but no sugar that I wasn't having any sugar. I was getting sugar. Go try Albaran sherry or wine. Look at the sugar content. I was living in Zimbabwe for a while. And we were buying wine there. Well, wine was cheap. It was that time between 9 and 15 Rand a bottle, the South African price. And then at the end of the bottle, you saw this layer of sugar. Got to shake your wine a little bit. But the sugar wasn't mixed properly, or somehow it settled down. But we realized that most alcohol has got sugar. My mother was giving me some cocoa tonight. She says, would you like some sugar in your cocoa or some? No, I'll put some honey in. It's not sugar. It is sugar. Honey is good for you, but not before bed at night. And of course, now that I'm off sugar, I just, avoid it. And look, you guys that know me, that seen me weeks and months ago, can see a kind of an improvement somewhere. And hopefully you are experiencing those kind of improvements too. So I'm not there to check up on you. I'm here to motivate you to do the right thing. So just because you're not reporting to me every day and you're not sending me photos, guess what? You are responsible for your own health. You're responsible to yourself. I really want to live longer. I want to live as long as my wife lives. Because guys, women outlive us. Why? Because they spend a lot of time caring for themselves. Not all of them. They spend more time caring for themselves than what we do. Sometimes just the face, not the body. I had a woman come see me the other day. I like the idea of your program and tell me more about your program. And I told her, she says, no, I don't think I can do that. It's not that she couldn't, she just didn't want to. I don't want to change my life. So I'm just going to go slowly downhill. Now that I've lost weight, I'm putting collagen around the eyes so that the wrinkles, because there's some wrinkles coming, so there's some side effects. Silicea D6, calc phos, sorry. There's, those two. That's what you're going to use just to help the elasticity of the skin, including putting some. How nice it is to be able to move without pains and aches. So if you're not fat, you don't have a problem, like I do, or others do, and you're like, look, I was overweight. You probably got aches and pains. Thin people get pain without seeing fat. Fat is just a different form of pain that thin people experience in a different way. So thin people have, I know, that's what I said in one of the videos, I know there's a lot of people that suffer of more pains than fat people. Fat people suffer because they carry too much weight. But thin people often have the problem they don't have enough omega oil. So the reason why I'm going to have created this video is that how much longer would you like to live? My wife Nelda said to me the other day, she spoke to her father. It was her father's birthday yesterday. And the day before, she phoned him because she knew he was going to be out of town and on the road. And she said, yes, we must live every day as if it's our last. I guess if you're feeling like you're going to die soon, yes. And he corrected her and he said, you must live every day as if it's your first. Think about that. Think if I made decisions today, you made decisions today that could be life-threatening or slowly but surely collecting cholesterol on the arteries in the heart. And your partner one day, I asked my question, like, do I want my partner to have another partner? Because I'm not there anymore. And you can picture that. just because you're not looking after your health. So folks, the responsibility is up to you. You can cheat as much as you want, as little as you want. You're only responsible to yourself. But I can tell you that this program is doing me wonders. And those of you who are doing it the way it should be done, the close, even if you're doing it 90% or 95%, and you're making those tweaks, because there's a replacement for everything. I'm busy drinking bamboo coffee at the moment. Last week I stopped coffee, I bought bamboo coffee. You can buy chicory, pure chicory, and just have green tea, and there's hundreds of herbal teas. And in that, you can develop a lot for that. So we'll see you guys in the next video. I hope this is helping you in some way or another, even if it's just for entertainment purposes. Bye for now. See you soon.